Yo, what's up? I'm gonna cook up a Dro Kenji type beat with my new loop kit, Blood Moon, and I'm gonna choose a random loop out of that loop kit and just do like a simple beat to that for Dro Kenji. So let's get right into it. This one is good either, so they like really work fine and with stuff like that, like Dro Kenji emotional type shit. So, but we're gonna choose that Be My Valentine loop because I think that's the hardest. So we just like drag the loop in. When we have it dragged in, we're just gonna like make sure everything's lined up and everything's lined up correctly here. Sometimes it can vary because like FL sometimes exports it badly, but this time it's actually fine and pretty good. So we're just gonna turn down the BPM. After we turn it down to 93, we're just gonna take the loop, shift and copy it. Then we take each stem, pull it underneath like that. So when we have everything lined up, we can delete that and just make sure everything is looping correctly. So what we're doing right now is just putting this like that. Wait. Sometimes you actually gotta make sure, because if you like put it like that, it's not really, oh it is. So this loop is like a prime example of what a good loop should be, and this kit is like really good. So exported everything fine and you just see everything loops correctly. After everything's now fully listed here and just like ready to go, we're just gonna do one thing, and that is making them unique. So what we're doing is clicking here on the left, go to make unique, and we're going to do that on every single stem, just so we have better like options mixing all this together. So we're just gonna comment L. If you're on Mac, it's Command L. If you're on Windows, it's Command L too. Should be. Just to double check if everything's in the mixer, you're just gonna click here, turn off all the channels, and how you turn off all the channels is just right click and then click this, left click, so everything is off, and just press play. See, we actually forgot the sub bass, so we're just gonna put this in here too. Now everything's in here, everything is ready to mix. Just slow. You need to mix beats individually, so sometimes you want the one top line to be a little quieter or the certain guitar melody to be a little quieter, so you can just drag it all in here in this mixer, just like mix them by ear. But we're not gonna do this now. What we're gonna do now is just like mute a couple things and see what's gonna fit in the hook. So how we do that is like take the most important parts, so this is gonna be our hook, and I'm gonna tell you why I didn't choose this, because this is a sub bass. It's like for like other sections like bridges or etc. or beginnings or intros, just like so we have a bass when there isn't an 808 playing. And this is like a more pitched down guitar. This could like be for a certain part very good, so it adds variety. So we're gonna leave that out of the hook, and we're just gonna take this and just gonna like make a hook out of that. So what we're doing now is just like taking this, dragging the first pattern in, and just like take some simple drums. So I have like this drum kit sorted out with like hi-hats I use and stuff like that, and I would suggest you to like take every 808 you like and every hi-hat you like and just put them in one kit. For this we're gonna turn on the metronome so we can hear the rhythm and hear that everything's in time, and we're just gonna take this hi-hat and just copy it over. I'm pretty sure there are more efficient ways than that, but just copy B to copy the selection you selected. So we're gonna select this, copy it, and we're gonna make a simple but like catchy 2-bar hi-hat loop. So what we're gonna do now is add a clap, because I want to hear how it sounds with a clap in it. So we got the simple hi-hat pattern now. Don't overcomplicate beats. Don't have to add so much, so don't overcomplicate it and just make a simple hi-hat pattern. What I did now was just like add a little variety and just like a little ear candy with these like low volume snares. So now we're coming to the 808. What I suggest you to do is like, if you have an advanced ear or a good ear, you can just like mute the chords and just hear the lowest note. Most of the time it's the lowest note, take that. Or if you have like my loops, I always put a sub bass in it, so you can just listen to the sub bass or put it in Edison and just listen to it and take this 808. So after we figure out the root notes, we're just gonna remove that sub bass. Go to the 808 and just comment L to like make it longer. We're just making a simple 808 groove now. Don't forget to pitch your 808 down after you found the root notes. And at this point, like, we have a lot of stuff now. We have like mostly the hook arranged. Sometimes you can add a little stuff here and there if you like find something missing. But what I'm gonna do now is just like put this all in the mixer, just like select it all and comment L and just put it in the mixer. And what we're gonna do is like make the melody way quieter, because most of the time the melody is way too loud, and I can explain why. If I like post my loops to like Discord or YouTube, most of the people have their volume at normal percentage. So what I'm doing is I'm mastering it and making it louder, so when you listen to it you can always hear it better. So it's way better to have it louder, but if you like want to make a beat, make it quieter, make it way quieter. See, now that I'm mixing the beat, I know it's like, okay, maybe there's a kick missing. I know some people don't like a kick, but I feel like a kick could be good there, and we're just gonna like try it and see if it fits. So after we done that, we're just gonna arrange it now. One thing you wanna do when you arrange the beat is you wanna take this pattern we worked in and just make it split by channel. So you have every drum now separately, so you just can like take these, choose them all and put them down here. So you have like now options. So for the second part, what we're gonna do is add the kick. So we're gonna remove it in the first part, and this is gonna add like another punch to it. After we arranged it, we're just gonna give it one listen, see if everything's fine, and that's it. So one thing I noticed is that this little melody here could be a bit more earlier. So after we done that arrangement, we're just gonna add FX now, my tag, and mix and master it. So I'm just gonna add my tag here, and yes, I'm the only person that adds a guitar synth to his tag. So please don't do what I do and put an amp synth on your tag, but for me it works. So there's like no guidelines of what you should do or not. So what I'm gonna do is like deactivate all these amps and shit and just like use the effects that are on this preset, vocoder love.
I love you, Empty.
So now we're mastering the beat. Personally, I don't know how to master. Probably you don't know it too. And I don't think you really need to know how to master as long as you have Ozone 9 elements, because that shit is crazy. You just like slap that shit on and just like go to the maximizer. Play around with the threshold a bit and with the fast and slow knob.
I love you, Empty.
If you want to, you can always add a soft clipper. So what we're gonna do now, and that's probably the last thing we're gonna do, is create an automation clip for this last section here. That's the beat. What we're gonna do now is just save it as like, just name it after something like, just something like emotional, and just like the BPM 93 BPM. So because I'm dumb, I actually forget what the key was, but that's no problem because my loops come key labeled, so it's F minor. So we're just gonna save it F minor brought by emptyloopz. What I would suggest you to do is just like take it, export it as a wave and MP3. So this was the tutorial. I hope it helped you, and I hope you got some information out of this, and see you the next time. Bye.